Hi, in this video we are going to have a look at the new version of King of Avalon, version 11.0. The main new thing in this version is a new set of hero weapons, the Druid set. The stats are again quite an increase. The troop attack health defense at the lowest level is already 361. The other stats, troop type specific stats, are 1083, and that was 685, so that's another huge increase, I would say. The other thing you might have noticed already is that you're going to actually need a Raven piece to upgrade as part of the forging of this new Druid set. Shouldn't be too difficult. Most active players already have all their Raven hero weapons or are close to getting them. I actually don't have the last one yet, but that has also become a bit more easy, and I will get into that in a minute. This Druid set for now is mostly, or is only for spenders. There is one way to get it. In the auction house you can get 40 fragments. Let's see if we can see it in here. But yeah, that is the amount that it is going for, 40 fragments. So again, I mean, to get one as a non-spender, you would have to buy 3 of these. So you would have to have 1 million gold, which is quite hard to manage as a non-spender. So let's say this is really meant for spenders for now. The benefit is that other things, like if you don't have your Raven yet, that has become easier. As a result, chapter 35 and 36 are added to the Merlin hero trials. There is a hero crucible. Let's try that. I haven't actually tried that yet. I'm currently still using my Sir Gawain, but I can change that. I can try both. Let's first do with Sir Gawain, because my NS3 heroes are still very weak. So we can give that a try and then see whether I will do better. So far in the Hero Merlin trials, I actually feel that I'm doing better with Sir Gawain. That will probably change once I have my NS3 heroes improved. It's always good to do this because you get some freebies. It's really nice if you're able to clear the complete first path or stage or whatever you want to call it. That's not something I can typically do. Sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. But I would say most of the time this last one is a problem for me. Not this time, so that's quite nice. Because now you can augment this, and then your rewards are actually, that's quite an increase in rewards compared to not doing that. And it's, you get that every day of this event, so that gives you quite a bit more tiers of ascension. So that's quite nice, I would say. Of course, cannot go further than that. So that's the Crucible. We have the timed large targets, or the limited quest, it's called. Well, there's not much to do. That is just based on how far you have developed your hero weapons. So I have still 1 torrent. So, but yeah, I'm with points wise, I'm quite far away from even the first chest. 10,000 is nice, but it's would really actually I mean, it's nice to get some gold. Basically, you should see this. If you have spent money on your hero weapons, you have a good chance of getting some extra gold here as a reward for spending that money. So that's all related to the hero weapons. Well, a little bit more will come later. There is a lucky draw. Let's collect those. Well, just these are the ones that I have picked. But normally you should only count on getting one of the cheapest ones. But still, I always spend some time looking at the other stuff. Who knows, one can dream. That is something, and yeah, for the rest, sorry, I was a bit distracted. For the rest, the most interesting thing is the changes in the rewards and the shops. One, yeah, quite interesting. Oh, by accident, my favorites. Let me check. One of the interesting things is that you now get from doing rallies, you have a chance of getting Hellsbane ingot. So that is definitely quite nice, quite a nice change. For me, I don't have any Hellsbane yet. I have now 37 fragments, I think, so still 563 to go. So that's quite a lot, but definitely I'm going to focus more on rallies now. That means still doing the 5 monster kill for my dailies, but I do that with level 14 or less monsters. For the rest of my stamina, I try to spend on doing rallies. That's what I normally do when there is something interesting from rallies. So that's definitely going to help me over time, over a longer time, to get them. There are some other changes not related to rewards, I think, but more relating to the shops. So let's have a look at the shops. In the Undead Trader, nothing changed. The Spire Loot, to my knowledge, also nothing changed. The Alchemist corner, you can now buy Destruction Ingot here. And there are actually some other items, but I'm not usually paying a lot of attention here. But supposedly there are some other items that you can exchange or transform here. So that might be of interest if you really like to get things from the Crucible. But the last time I looked at it, I found that I got very little for the stuff I have here, and the items in the Crucible were very expensive, so don't count on getting much. I think it's also totally out of ratio. For example, some people still have a lot of problems getting noble badges, understandably, but to say that 100 Destruction Ingot costs 3,000 and one noble badge 3,900 doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, that was the Alchemist corner. Now, the more interesting thing is in the Lord section to get some Oracle statue Arcana. I assume you can get that once every 2 days, but we'll have to see when it, to be sure we have to see. It's not too expensive and you get 7 of those fragments. For me, I also still have to get a lot. So I'm quite happy with this addition. That's going to at least allow me to slowly work towards the getting the better statues. One thing that would be nice, but that I'm actually not, probably doesn't happen, but would be nice if it happens. I haven't been able to check that yet. Is if for doing Portal, you now also get fragments for the new emblems, but that is something I will check when we do Portal this evening, but I don't know yet. That would be nice because I'm also still working on those. For the rest, nothing new here. Hero Soul Shop, not sure, don't think there is anything new here. Okay, last thing. It has currently we have now 7 and 4 Raven Ascendant Scroll fragments. Previously I think one of them was the previous level of hero weapons, so if you don't have your, like me, you don't have your Raven hero weapons yet, you can purchase them quite fast now, 11 a day instead of 4 a day. I have to check how many I actually still need. Not many. Close to having my my last one. So 84. Well, I will just buy them today and then tomorrow finish it. The statues currently I only have Genesis. And for Oracle, I'm still far away from getting that. So it's definitely, for me, it's very nice that we can get some more of these now. Until now, I only got them from Kingdom versus Kingdom, the point rewards, and Neither War point rewards as well, I believe. And maybe I got some in the beginning from the Honor Pass. But I didn't spend on that, and then what you get is also very limited. So that's quite nice. One other thing that I wanted to show in the Alliance store, which is kind of confusing. So looking here, the Categorn fragments, the NS3 hero Categorn, the fragments for that hero have disappeared. Interesting thing, what I found out together with one of my Alliance friends, is that it seems, and we don't know yet what the difference is, but in some accounts it's still available, and that can either be, according to us, can be one of two things. Maybe there are more reasons, but could be that it is available in accounts that have never been, that nobody has ever spent on, or could be that it is related to the stronghold level, if it's below a certain stronghold level. I have 4 farms that I never spent anything on. They are all, I think, stronghold 26 or 27. Let me check. Don't even know for sure. It's quite bad. Oh yeah, they're all 27. So those all still have the Categorn fragments. If it is based on spending, would find it very, very weird. Why would you punish people that have spent some money? And that for those, the Categorn fragments are no longer available. If it's related to stronghold level, I also find it a bit stupid. Why would you punish people that have worked harder to get a higher stronghold level by not making that available anymore? Maybe there is some other difference between these accounts that will, that for the game maker makes the difference to offer that in the shop or not. But to me, it feels very strange. But I was buying these Categorn fragments whenever I could. I was buying the daily Raven, daily 4 Raven Ascendant Scrolls, call them fragments. And whenever I had enough, and I didn't do that for a couple of days, I guess, because now I have quite a lot, I tried to remember to buy these 2 Categorn fragments. But they are gone now. And if you look at the shop, besides these Raven Scrolls, which I should have finished by tomorrow, there's actually not a whole lot of interesting other stuff here, which is really a pity. I mean, I'm not going to buy, you could buy these hero fragments and exchange them for something else, but that is a waste. Well, a lot of these things, I mean, it's nice to have some of those talent point resets. I still reset my talent points very occasionally, but that's, can buy a few of those. Those teleports, nice. But for the rest, you are falling back on buying speed ups, which is really, really a pity. I'm more likely to start saving up the points in the hope that something better will be added soon, because it's really it's really a pity. And even for spenders, they haven't really renewed these, increased the royal badges or make this into something better than Imperium So it's, I don't know, line store, not as interesting as it used to be. Okay, well that was it with respect to the changes that I noticed. If you have seen anything else that changed, or if you have a better explanation than we have for the availability of these categories in smaller accounts but not in bigger accounts, I'm always interested to hear that. Overall, I mean, as a non-spender, I'm relatively happy with this update. Of course, I mean, the fact that there are new hero weapons is a problem for me, because that means the stronger are getting stronger, or anybody willing to spend is getting stronger. But the nice thing is that I can start working on my new equipment from the Barbarian rallies and to improving my statues by buying these items from the shop. So that's quite nice. Okay, that was it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.